I had been stuck for a number of years. I was just in kind of a holding pattern. I wasn't living my life
Right.
to the potential that I knew I could live it. I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't a happy person,
Right,
but
right, right.
the potential of Wendy wasn't being exercised or
Mhm.
used in the way I was living my life, and where I was hiding. That's what I was doing. I was hiding from the world. Um, and I knew, and I was a little stuck in that sort of like rinse and repeat pattern. And I knew that there was something that had to change, something had to shift, the energy had to shift, something inside of me had to shift. And I knew it would happen eventually. I didn't know how it would happen. And, maybe when I saw you that day, I just something connected with you. It was like, that's hard to describe because that was just more of a force, pushing me in a direction and me listening and going in that direction and just trusting that it was the right direction and it was the right thing to do. Um, and it was the right thing to do. But that's a scary leap of faith, and but I knew it was the time for me to trust myself. I knew it was the time for me to make that leap. Because what else was I going to do? Was I just going to stay in that same place forever? No,
Well,
something had to
that's the
shift.
pain point, right? You were here. I think we fear what we don't know and the
Mhm,
uncertainty of not knowing what you're stepping into,
mhm.
but yet feeling a burning pit in your stomach, like there's more.
Yes, yeah, definitely, definitely knew there was more. Definitely wanted more. Didn't quite know how to have it.
So in terms of
Didn't know
what are
what to
you
do about
seeing
it.
concretely different? What is different
Now,
right now? Yeah.
um, gosh, it everything.
Work and maybe your relationships with colleagues at work or with your family, how is that different?
That's a huge difference. It, I'm able to stand my ground. I'm able to clear out other people's energy out of my space. I used to feel like I was constantly being bombarded or attacked from the people that I would interact with at work, or whether it was my family or whatever. Um, and that would make me want to hide even more. So rather than running away from these things, I now have the tools to process the energy as it comes at me and keep out what's not mine, and and keep what is mine flowing and going and healthy, so that I'm stronger and I'm able to deal with what comes at me. So that's huge. And
What would you say to anybody that's thinking of taking this training or working with me?
go for it. Do it. Do it. We're all going to have doubts. There's always going to be, oh, well, but this, but this, but this, but this. But when I look at where I was when I started and where I am now, I mean, it's just I'm a different person. I mean, that's how it feels. I
Yeah.
feel like I've finally come out of my shell. I'm finally being the authentic me for the first time, maybe even ever, without fear and with confidence. And you can't put a price point on something like that. You just can't. It's worth it. Do it. It's a gift to you. It's a gift to you that just keeps on giving and will be with you your entire life. And how many things in this world can you buy that you can say that about?
No, nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if anybody's on the fence or even considering it, I say do it. I mean, I did, and I'm glad I did. So
Well, and I appreciate you even speaking with me today on Zoom because you mentioned how before you would never ever do a Zoom interview or something like this. So you're really stepping out of your shadow and boldly claiming all of your amazingness. So I really, really appreciate it. And
oh yeah. I'm so honored that you asked. And yeah, this is out of my comfort zone for sure. But I'm glad to do it. I hope that somebody else hears this because, when I was considering it, I went to your website and there you had an interview with a previous student, and I watched that interview, and that's what
Mhm.
changed my mind. That, or not changed my mind, but that's what that was the straw. That's what helped me make the final decision to do it. I think it was, his name was Amir. What was his name? It doesn't
Manju,
matter. Huh?
Manju,
Yes, I think.
Manju.
Okay, but anyway, it was his interview, and after I
Yeah,
saw that, it was just like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
yeah. Manju's an angel, that's for
So
sure.
if I can help somebody else make that decision. Mhm,
Oh, thank
mhm.
you so much. It means a lot to me because
Sure.
we are so bombarded with so much noise out there. It's
Yeah.
hard to discern, the right path to take and on the person to work with. So only
Yeah.
if, the energies are right, then we can come together. But I truly appreciate you, Wendy. You are an amazing, powerful example of in 3 short months how you can truly transform your experience of life. And I mean, like I said, you're just beginning, girlfriend. It's just getting
I'm
going. It's
excited.
really fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much, Wendy.
You're very welcome.